of the financial statements of the agency would influence the auditor to issue a modified opinion or other like disclaimer and adverse opinion for that matter.
Sige, so maraming salamat sa clarification. So to clarify, it's percentage of transactions or percentage in terms of pesos ba to? Hindi po.
Yes, ma'am. So we have
Which
what's
one po?
this? A formula
Okay.
For
Pero
that.
which one? Number of transactions or in pesos? Ganun.
in pesos.
Okay. Sige po. Thank you very much. Sa report po pa-include po yung materiality threshold in pesos no na kinonsider po ng team ninyo in auditing it. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Siguro, for my last question po, gusto ko lang pong kind of i-address yung elephant in the room. Hindi ko pa, parang wala pa pong naitatanong nito dahil po, nag-deliver po si Senator Ping Lacson ng privileged speech, no, detailing yung systemic irregularities in flood control projects. Isa sa mga minention niya is yung Commission on Audit. No, sinasabi po niya no, na in his breakdown, allegedly 0.5 to 1% of yung kickbacks ay pumupunta to COA personnel. So, ang tanong ko po, paano po ina-address, iniimbestigahan ng COA yung allegations na to of its own personnel being involved in corruption? Ano po ba yung mga specific measures na ginawa nyo to resolve at makita kung saan po napupunta to at kanino to pumapupunta?
Yung regarding that allegation po, Your Honors, yun pong ating fraud audit sa, yung na po namin Bulacan because that's the epicenter. Part of the fraud audit report po yan. So, inaantay po namin from the fraud audit team. And if matanggap po namin, it will be referred to our Internal Affairs Office. And kung meron po kami nakitang any malfeasance, nonfeasance ng ating pong personnel ay siyempre po ay actionan po natin yan. Doon po sa administrative, sa aming office, and kung kailangan pong file ng case sa court, as a ombudsman, that's what we'll do po. Part po yun ng fraud audit po. And then yung pong mga naka-assign po doon ay nasa central office na po. They were transferred from the field office to the central office.
And so meron pong taga-central office ngayon na nag-iimbestiga daan po sa field.
Fraud audit office po.
Okay. Siguro last manifestation na lang po, Mr. Chair. Napakahalaga ng mga steps na to dahil kung may implications, no, yung COA kaya po palang i-bribe and it is unable to clean its ranks from within, naapektuhan po nito yung dependability ng mga audit certifications or even yung mga nilalabas po ng COA. It also diminishes yung overall reputation ng agency. So we ask po COA to be on top of this, and kung may lumabas po na report in relation doon sa shinare nyo pong findings ng fraud team ninyo or fraud audit team, this representation is highly interested na mabasa po ito at ma-update.
Definitely po, Your Honors, we will copy furnish the committee dun po sa report na lalabas. Thank you very much po.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. In accordance with our current leadership initiatives in the Committee on Appropriations for greater transparency, we have here a question coming from a civil society organization. And I would like to read this, and I think this addressed also to the COA. As this is our question for the COA budget deliberation. Citizen participatory audit has been recognized as a global best practice in citizen participation in government fiscal accountability by the Open Government Partnership. Unfortunately, allocations for its conduct are not seen in the proposed budget of COA for 2026. Can this be proposed to be allocated an appropriate budget to enable citizen participation in the audit process of critical government programs or projects, such as on flood control and ayuda? In the spirit of good governance, Timothy Salomon, CODE-NGO. Bakit daw din sinala yung budget for ano?
Your Honors, pertaining to the budget for the citizen participatory audit, it is already included in the government auditing program, specifically in the MOE, because we provided travel allowance as well as the meals. So nandun na po, hindi pwede kasi, di ba may program po yun. So nandun na po siya. And in fact, binibigay naman ng COA yan.
Okay. So andun sa MOE, yung budget for civil society organizations?
Yes, sir. Ang ano lang siguro, sir, ay as relayed by the ASCOM Sabaldan, it's 150. So we have to study on the rate, sir, because it's 150 pesos for the transportation allowance. But if it is more than 51 kilometers, mag-apply ang EO 77, di ba? It depends on the location. Like Metro Manila, we have 2,200. Ay, hindi. Part lang kasi trans po. Okay? So maybe we can, for COA, sir, we have to study on the rates, sir.
We'll resubmit that part, Your Honor, parang mababa po siya.
Siguro, sir, ano lang, sir, ba yung...
Hmm.
So, ano?
Yeah.
At this point, I'd like to turn over to our chair, this resumption of the hearing.
Thank you very much, Vice Chair John Tracy Cagas. Thank you very much for facilitating today's hearing of the Commission on Audit. I would like to greet, of course, our very hardworking chairperson, the Honorable Gamaliel Cordova, sa atin pong mga mula po sa pamilya ng COA. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. I just have a few questions po, Chair, before we end today's hearing. My first question was actually raised already previously by a few of my colleagues here in the House, but I just wanted to delve deeper. This is in terms of the timeline for the release of the financial reports, the COA financial reports, the annual financial reports rather of COA. Right now po kasi, I think for now it's slated to be released on September 30, right? Because it's already provided for in the 2025 GAA that it would be uploaded on the website by September 30th. So I just wanted to check po the status as to the uploading. We're roughly less than 3 weeks away from the date. So ready na po ba yung financial reports natin for 2024?
Thank you for that, Your Honors. Ascom Ale Ursal will be the one to discuss that po. Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Good afternoon, Ms. Chair. The status of the annual financial reports, we are in the process of finalizing it, and we can beat that deadline on September 30, definitely.
Okay, sige po. So happy to hear that it would be released soon. I think a lot of our colleagues and the general public are also very keen to see the annual reports for the different agencies for fiscal year 2024. Ano ba sabi ko? Financial reports? Annual audit reports. I keep on saying it wrong. Thank you. Yeah, so the annual audit reports will be uploaded by September 30th. Financial reports. So when will the audit reports be uploaded? Actually, yun yung kailangan ko.
Based on the sorry po.
Sige po.
Based on the GA po, it's December po, Your Honors.
Yes, that's actually what we want to change, to be honest. That's why I was saying just wanted to align, right? Financial reports would be uploaded September 30th. Audit reports will be uploaded December. Okay, so... Okay, so ganito, I think our main area of concern on the part of the House is we really do need the audit reports as an input to our budget deliberations, because that would have to feed into the consideration as to whether or not to fund particular programs. So yun po siguro yung gusto naming maintindihan on the part of the COA. Of course, for us to be able to impose this on the next fiscal year, we also need to understand the internal timelines of COA as to the preparation of the annual audit reports. Kasi on our part, if you were to ask us, we would prefer to receive these audit reports by July, at the end of July, at the latest. Just so by the time we start committee deliberations on the Committee on Appropriations, we already have the audit reports that could serve as a basis for a lot of the deliberations. So we just want to understand po on the part of COA, whether that's a possibility, that the annual audit reports for the prior year would already be furnished to the public, actually, not just to the Committee on Appropriations, by end of July. Go ahead po, Ascom. Thank you very much po.
Yes, Madam Chair, in yesterday's pre-briefing with your Vice Chair, we committed to submit the e-copies of the annual audit reports, consolidated annual audit reports, last night. So I think everybody emailed it in as far as my sector is concerned, the national government audit sector, and I think even the local government and the corporate government sector. And today, since we had to print 2 copies each agency, as promised also and committed yesterday, I think all the directors here brought their 2 copies each of those reports, annual audit reports. Of course, we have to put some watermark just for the purpose of the budget hearings po.
Thank you very much po, Assistant Commissioner. However, as much as we appreciate the timeline that you're able to furnish it to us before the September, that's the annual audit reports that's slated to be released in December. So instead of December, naibigay niyo po kahapon
Yes, for the committee.
kay Vice Chair Cagas and here to the committee today.
We emailed the soft copies last night, and this morning, since it was tedious to run or to print all those reports, like in my sector, we have like more than 202 agencies. So the directors brought the copies today.
Opo. And when do we expect all of these documents to be uploaded for the general public's consumption?
Your Honors, do you want us to comply with the GA or
Opo,
if we can-
actually, sa amin, ano ba? Do we want them to upload this early?
Huh?
If possible. If possible po, because I do believe, ang nakalagay lang naman po sa GAA, before, di ba? Before the end of the year. So if my interpretation is that we wouldn't be going against that special provision anyways if we're able to upload it before December 31st. So alam ko po marami po sa ating mga kababayan yung gusto na din talagang makita yung audit reports ng COA, lalo na po in light of the recent development. So kung maaari po na ma-upload natin, binasa naman po namin sa special provision natin na before the end of the year. So kahit po i-upload po ngayon kung handa naman na po yung mga COA audit reports, kung maaari po ma-upload na din po natin. So, for this year po kasi, I think several of our colleagues in the House have expressed that frustration. By the time po kasi, we're already in September 11. We're in the almost the end of the first month of the committee deliberation. So, ang dami na po kasing dumaan na mga ahensya ng gobyerno na wala pa po kaming kopya noong audit reports galing po sa COA. So, hindi po namin nagamit na basehan yung audit reports ng COA para po matanong yung mga ahensya kung meron man pong AOM na na-issue o kung ano man, hindi po kasi namin yung nagamit ng basehan ng pagtatanong namin sa kanila. So, perhaps for the next fiscal year, 2026, would it be possible for COA to please upload it by end of July? Just so by the time we start the committee deliberations, we already have the COA annual audit reports for 2025. Yes po. Yes, please, Chair Cordoba.
Your Honors, okay lang po ba kung mga mid-August matapos po lahat? But as soon as they come, we publish po sa website, pero kung minsan po may delay ng konti, so complete by August 15 lahat na po yun. Actually po, Your Honors, I think we can say yung end of July, but yun po kasing kung minsan may pahabol eh. So to give a little leeway to us po, kung pwede po mga first or second week of August. Sa pag-upload po yun. But marami pong mas maaga, Your Honors.
How about the uploading po yan, di ba? Uploading yung pinag-uusapan natin. Paano po yung physical copies? Can that come ahead of time? By July? Hindi, only because I'm also looking at the prospective timelines po for the release of the NEP.
Okay.
Nagkataon lang po kasi for this year, August,
Yes.
August po na,
July
August 13 na turn over
July
yung NEP. But there are some years po kasi wherein the executive, especially if it's not an election year, the executive is
Okay,
able
so
to turn over the NEP
July.
to us mid-July, as early as
July.
third week of July. So kaya po kaya? Kasi para lang po
First week of
magamit po namin na basehan yung COA annual audit
Sige,
reports
sagutin niyo.
pag nagde-deliberate po kami sa Committee on Appropriations.
Yes. I believe Madam Chair, your committee is included among the oversight offices that we send copies to after the transmittal of the audit reports to the agencies concerned. I believe we have already submitted, and these are additional copies that we just gave last night and today po. We gave to the oversight agencies hard copies po. Committee on Appropriations is one of those offices that we sent copies to po. All of the audit reports po.
When was the earliest date that you furnished us with a copy?
It could be July, first week of July, because there is a deadline on June 30, and those with deadlines July 31, they came in August.
What was the first date that you transmitted a copy for a national agency? Nakikita ko po kasi dito yung mga maaga SUCs lang eh. Kailan po yung una na national agency siya, as in major department?
If it's a major department, the transmittal of the audit reports are usually July 31 to the agencies. Therefore, it should come to your end middle of August.
Your Honors, I remember signing po the transmittal letters of many agencies po.
the difficulty as well for us kasi, Chair, I think it was transmitted parang piecewise, as in it's not in bulk, and it's also the first ones were, you know, the SUCs, the smaller agencies, which are actually, diba, what we need for APRO would be the major agencies, the national agencies, the departments. Kasi yun po yung talagang kailangan naming busisiin eh.
Okay po ba? First week of August will push as soon as, kasi July 31 po ang deadline. So, sa departments po, so we'll push first week of August po, if that's okay.
So if would COA be comfortable if we word it in the special provision as first week of August? End of the first week of August?
Yes, yes.
Or should we just set a date? Kasi medyo nag-change kasi yung Friday ng August eh. So,
Tumatawad po, Your Honors, ng August 15 daw po sana. Sabihin nyo kasi. Huwag nyo sa akin sabihin nyo sa kanila. Ano ba yung kulang? Ano yung apps? Sabihin niyo. Sige po.
May I clarify po? The earlier ones are the SUCs or the small agencies because obviously they're small. So maybe it's just a standalone annual audit report. But for the big departments, there is a consolidation that is being made nationwide. Hence, our deadline for that is usually end of July. Therefore, oversight agencies will now be given their copies, like if we can have it like 2 weeks later, so up to mid-August. And then, by the way, in that case, we will not be able to get the AAPC, the action plan from the agency concerned, because it is in our transmittal letters that they have 60 days to comply with that AAPC, meaning they have to come up with an action plan in respect of the recommendations stated in those audit reports.
would it not be possible to move up the internal guideline, the internal timelines of COA, just so yung